I believe I'm live. Yeah, timer's going down. So, what's going on, guys? It's Possible86 here, and yeah, it's been a hot minute since I last did a live stream. I do want to greatly apologize for that. Even though I don't really think I really have too many excuses. Um, yeah, I haven't been able to live stream, at least do a proper like Saturday night live stream in about 2 weeks. The first um 2 weeks ago I got a new phone, and I was very 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 busy, so I wasn't able to really live stream. And last week I was hanging out with my mom, so unfortunately I wasn't able to live stream that day either. But I'm able to provide a live stream for you guys tonight. Maybe not go too long. This one might be about an hour because a little spoiler for you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be hanging out with family, so if I don't do any NFL live streams or commentate any games, I do apologize for that, but I should be able to do one tomorrow. Just hopefully make sure timing's hopefully the time will be all right. Hey, what is going on, Jason Boardman? How's it going for you today? So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to do one, at least one of the noon games, but I should be able to do the Sunday night game between the Bills and the Ravens, which should be a great game. Another thing too, I have noticed that I haven't really been uploading proper videos as of late. I haven't been able to do any album reviews. Again, I've been busy, unfortunately, with family and with work, so I do apologize for that. But I have been ordering some albums that I didn't have a chance to get to review. So they'll be coming in the mail, and I'll be talking about them in collection updates. So yeah, it's a cheap way of doing it, but yeah, it might be a cop out, but hey, at least I'll get to talk about the album in a way. So there's that. Pretty good. How are you? I'm doing all right. No, I'm had a long day today. I was actually hanging out with my mom, my brother, and my aunt, and my little cousin. We actually went to Edison's, and I was getting my ass whipped. So, yeah, that's fun. Hey, what's going on, Brock's channel? That's fine. That stream won't be long. Have some writing to do. There you go. Oh, hold on. All right. Sorry about that. My little cousin knocked on the door. He was wondering what I was doing. So, yeah. So, 2 weeks have passed. What is there to talk about? Well, there's quite a few things to talk about. I want to get the fall stuff out of the way really, really quick. Patriots. Jets, Patriots, Bills, or God damn, I keep saying Bills. They're from the AFC. God damn, I can't talk to you. For from the AFC East. So I guess there's that. But Jets, Patriots, Jets just ran all over New England, stopping the annual teabagging that the Jets always get from the Patriots. So Brissett did not look good. Drake May got into the game there, though he nearly threw a pick his first throw. But Rodgers looked fantastic. He looked like he was back in his prime, essentially. And the Jets look good right now. They look good. I'm not saying they're Super Bowl contenders. They're not even they're the only team that's really having a battle with the Bills as of right now. So, I mean, they're looking good for what they are right now. We'll see as the year goes on. And then the other Thursday night game that just happened, Dallas and the Giants. Oh boy, can't wait to watch them good old boys. Them boys have a pretty sloppy and very boring game on Thursday. And my God, the penalties! Holy sheep shit! There was a lot of penalties in that game. But Dallas won. Whippy. Giants only scored field goals and no touchdowns. And oh, by the way, your number one wide receiver is out with a concussion, so yay, that's fun. Jones looked okay. He actually hasn't been performing too terrible, especially after week one. He's not been doing too terrible, honestly. It's just he's just a very mid quarterback, and so is Dak Prescott right now. He has not been looking great. So, um, yeah, there's been that going on, but yeah. Besides NFL, I've noticed too. Talking about album reviews. I know I have been skipping out on some good stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to listen to the new Flotsam and Jetsam, the new Satan, and the new Striper, which those are one of the albums I was really anticipated for last week. Fortunately, didn't have a chance to listen to them. I got them ordered. They're going to be coming in the mail soon, so I'll give my brief review on them as well. And also, new Black Dahlia Murder dropped. I don't think I'll be able to have a chance to review that album, and that's going to suck because the first singles I heard were fantastic. The first one without the late great Trevor Strnad. Again, God, it sucks he's no longer with us, but rest in peace, Trevor. You will forever be missed. And yeah, that one sucks. I was literally just about to say that, Jason. Yes, the new Bewitcher. Again, I didn't even know they were coming out with a new album until I looked up on the archives. I'm like, oh shit, they have a new album. But unfortunately, I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so I unfortunately won't be able to listen to that. But I'll get around to it, see if it's on Amazon. I'll buy it online. So again, I apologize. There's just been stuff going on with my personal life that I'm kind of trying to take care of, but everything's going fine so far. It's just, again, I've been busy with work and with family and all that stuff. So again, I appreciate you guys for being I guess you could say patient, if you will. So there's that. So yeah, I'll hopefully be able to get those ordered. Hopefully I'll be able to review them, and if not, I apologize. I think out of the whole stack I have so far, as for a future collection update, I believe. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's only one new album I only have so far. I'm not going to talk about what it is yet because I actually haven't listened to it, and I don't want to spoil it. But I do have like a bit of a spoiler. I do have an EP in my collection in the stack right here. So there you go. But besides that, anything metal related that's really been happening. Nothing I can think of. No, I still need to. I need to write my notes for my Celtic Frost ranking. If I manage to get that band done as soon as I think I'm going to, because again, I'm only counting the 5 full lengths. I'm not talking about Morbid Tales or Emperor's Return EPs. I'm certainly not talking about that prototype demo because fuck that. And I'm not going to be talking about the I'm not going to be talking about the what the hell? The Triptychon novels. I won't be talking about I won't be talking about those. Yeah, they're like a more modern Celtic Frost, but I just don't like Triptychon personally. How's the weather out there for you? Dude, the wind's been crazy. I noticed to all my Floridian and my Ohioan peeps out there, I hope you guys are okay. I do know my good buddy Levi. He's from Ohio. Unfortunately, his power is out. I do know a couple people from Kentucky. Their power has been knocked out too. And a very good friend of mine who lives in Florida, her old, I think she said like her old like house or her old street got flooded. But thankfully she's okay though. I'm glad that she's been doing all right. So yeah, the weather has been insane. I do know my good buddy Carnival Chaos. I believe he's been doing all right, especially with the hurricane and all that stuff. So yeah, like when I had to work Friday, I had to drive to an allergy specialist to get get my allergy shots. And my God, dude, the wind and the rain were ridiculous that day. So yeah, that was insane. I'm from Ohio too, but my power didn't go out. Well, that's good. Don't remind me, I live in Kentucky and our power got knocked out for like 7 hours. Damn. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I mean, I've lost power before too. So, who are these random people trying to add me on Snap? Like, what the hell? I don't know you. I probably know what they're wanting. But yeah, actually, when I went to Edison's with my family, the wind was like crazy. Like my hair was all poofed up. So yeah, if you're experiencing lag, I do apologize for that. Yeah, I'm rubber banding like crazy. So, well, what else is there really to talk about per se? Um, honestly, I don't really know. Trying to trying to really think. Uh, yeah, not really 100% sure. Just hopefully all my peeps are doing all right with this weather and everything. Because living in the Midwest, weather is always great here. No, it's not. It's usually pretty bad. So yeah, I heard that we were going to be hit a little. We were going to get it rough too with this weather. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. But we should be able to be okay with it. Uh, well, what to think and what to say. Honestly, I don't even know, man. Uh, well. Trying to think. Uh, well, yeah, not really, I don't really know what to talk about now. Do I watch anime? I do not. There's like some anime I will watch here and there, but I'm not fully into it. Like there's like anime shows, like mainly like Pokemon, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. It's like bits and pieces, but I've never like fully dove headfirst into it. So the stuff I have seen though has been pretty solid.
Oh, this fancy combination.
The pendulum signs for process. Oh. But I guess feel free to ask me any other questions. And to be honest, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to live stream. Um, well, I guess we might as well talk about the wrestling side of things too. That I typically do. Trying to think of like the big news that came out. I felt like there's been stuff that's been going on. Hell, I'm trying to think. We've been on the road to Bad Blood. That's gonna be happening this coming Sunday, or it's coming Saturday, I believe. It's either that or next week. I think that's next weekend, actually. But we're on the road to that. I hope to God the main event is the Hell in the Cell match, because I get it if they want to have Roman and Cody main event, but the problem is Roman just came back. He just came back. Punk and Drew has been continuously going for months. So, I mean, yes, the bloodline's been going on ever since Roman came back at SummerSlam. I get it. But at the same time, we kind of need something different. If you want to do it as like maybe the semi-main, or hell, have it even open the show if you want to. Punk and Drew should main event, if you ask me. Because if the Hell in a Cell starts, you're already peaking, in my opinion. And it kind of will take away like the big feud that's been going on. Like you're literally like pushing it to the side. So I'd have it main event personally. And if not, it'll be a waste of potential for me personally. This was kind of like the big news that came out. The Mr. McMahon docu series that came out on Netflix. I mean, for if you were a wrestling fan, you kind of already knew the stuff that Vince did. Even though they kind of went over some key moments in Vince's life, at least like wrestling wise. But yeah, yeah, there's some like there was some stuff that I honestly didn't know about Vince till like later on when I became a bigger wrestling fan. But I mean obviously, with the screw job, all the legal allegations against him, paying off the cop for Jimmy Snuka's murder and everything. There's some stuff about Vince that we already knew about in a way. So yeah, that's basically all. It's literally for like non-wrestling fans, and even some non-wrestling fans knew some of the stuff that Vince did. So there you go. Michael Bay versus Steven Seagal or Seagal. Oh God. I guess Bay, because there was a couple decent movies that he did, but it's just mindless, bland action movies. Like the first couple Transformer movies weren't terrible. They weren't good. They weren't great, but they were tolerable at best. But the franchise just was not really good after, I'd say, Dark of the Moon. And even that movie wasn't all that great. So I guess I'll go with Michael Bay. Is there an album that you're anticipating October this year? Let me actually look at some of the albums are coming out in October. Let's see here. There's some that trying to think. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what's like my most anticipated. Crap. All right, screw it. I'll have to. New Lacuna Coil's coming out. I might check that out. I'm not the world's biggest fan of their music, but they released some solid tunes. 1349, that's another one I'm gonna want to check out. Like Blackened Death Doom, I believe that's what they are. And I think they all talk about World War II, if I remember correctly. So that's gonna be interesting. It's called The King and the Wolf. Oh wow, this is gonna be a short album, only 30 minutes. I think the last one where is that the same band I'm thinking of? No, never mind. That's not the same band I'm thinking of. What's that one band where Fear and Weapons meet? What was that band? 1914. I'm thinking of the wrong band. Whoops. Okay, 1349. Okay, my bad. I'm thinking of the wrong band. My bad. I got my numbers mixed up. But yeah, 1349. I'm kind of anticipating for that one because I've heard they've made some good stuff. Whoops. I got my albums mixed up. All right. Let me go back. Oh yes, Undeath. That's another band. That's the other one that I'm anticipating for because I listened to a little bit of their last Ascend to Rise from the Grave. I thought that like some of the stuff for her was absolutely killer. Let's see. Undeath, that's a big one for me. Motley Crue's coming out with their EP, whatever. Oh, Nasty Savage, they're finally releasing a new album after so many years. Yeah, I'll be able to check out Nasty Savage. I've heard some good stuff about them. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going on the Metal Archives here. Undeath versus Blood Incantation. From what I've heard, Undeath. From what I've heard. Oh, the isn't the new Blood Incantation coming out next month? Hold on, let me see. Nah, that's an EP. I was about to say new Carnal Tombs coming out. Vomit Forth, that's another one. That's another one. New Vomit Forth, I'm a little anticipated for. The Crown. Yes. I love The Crown. Love that band. Oh, that's a live album. Never mind. I was about to say, the Sword. That should be cool. Motorhead Bomber demos. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Oh yes. New Jerry Cantrell solo album. I'll probably check that out if I could. Because who doesn't love Jerry Cantrell? Dude's a riff lord. Chat pile. I need to dive into that band more. I need to be a little more familiar with them. Let me see. Yeah, new Bewitcher. Oh wow, there's a band called Bind Torture Kill. I mean, that's greatly for Suffocation. Damn, there's a lot of albums, at least on the archives that I've seen now coming out. Ooh, a new Sentient Horror. I didn't realize they were making a new album. They put out one last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, I heard the Rites of Gore was a fantastic album. New Devin Townsend, like his 18th, his 18th solo album. That should be interesting. That's it's a live album. Another Motorhead compilation. Okay, not really big into compilations, but hey. Let me see. Summoning Death. I think I've heard of that band before. I think I've heard of Paganizer before. I think I've heard of that band before. Oh no, that's Abominating Futurity. I think I have a different one. Swallow the Sun and Saphira. I'm not really too keen on them. Fit for an Autopsy, and Windrose. I've heard of Windrose, but I never checked out anything by them. Make Them Suffer? Okay. I mean, it's got nothing to do with Campbell Corpse, but okay. Let me think. Di Califac? Oh, yay, more Azalea dying. Woo! More Tim Bessis. Known Husband of the Year Award recipient. Oh, yes, New Opeth. Yes, New Opeth. Yep. I'll be checking that one out. Well, hopefully, unless I'm busy. Let me see anything else really quick. I think that's it. Yeah, I think the big one though was probably Opeth. So that was probably like the big one to come out. But yeah, and I've been hearing they're going by more towards the death metal, which thank you, Michael. We love your death growls. We would like to hear them again, please. Now, unless he's trying to fuse it with the more prog rock style that he's going for, I don't know if that style would clash per se, but I'm curious to see. Ooh, Battle of the 70s Priest-album. Sad Wings and Destiny or Stained Class. I love Sad Wings of Destiny. That's an absolute classic. Stained Class. That's a top 5 Priest album right there. That's the best of the 70s in my opinion. That's one of the 70s albums, period. That album was just fantastic. Oh, holy hell. Holy hell in a handbasket. Ugh. Any movie you would rather see in theaters? I mean, see, that's the problem with movies nowadays. I feel like I'm just not interested in them. Personally, I haven't been to a movie theater. Oh God, I would say in over a year. I think it was either me and my brother, or I think it was me and a good friend of mine. We went and saw the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I thought that movie was fantastic. And we were the only two in there because, like, a couple cinemas down was the screening of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that thing was packed. That was a jam-packed theater. And we were like the only two there, which was bizarre to think about. But like, I don't know really. Like, maybe I was curious to see the new Alien movie. Because it's been 7 years since Covenant came out. I heard Romulus was a good movie, though. I heard it was basically, if you liked the first two Alien movies, then you would like it. It was more of an homage to the fan base. I have heard mixed opinions on it, but if I offered to go see it, I would go see it personally. But I don't know, but if it's like any movie I would like to see in theaters, like it just like any movie in general, it would be the original Alien. I would love to see that in a screening. Dawn of the Dead versus Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, which version of Dawn of the Dead and Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Are you talking about the remakes or the originals? Because I've only seen the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I've seen both versions of Dawn of the Dead. So, which ones are we talking about per se? Both movies. Um. Oh, I love the original Dawn of the Dead. I like the Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie too. Um, I guess by a hair, I guess I'll go with Dawn of the Dead. Although I think the remake is better in my opinion, and it's one of the few Zack Snyder movies that I actually fucking like. Um, so yeah, I'll go with Dawn of the Dead. I love Invasion of the Body Snatchers though. That's a great movie. Uh, oh, good you. Do I have any favorite Mario games? I do not. I never played any of the Super Mario Brothers movies or games, unfortunately. So, I grew up I was born in '03. So, Call of Duty was a big thing. I think Halo was a big thing. Um, Battlefield, all that stuff. That's what I mainly grew up on. The Lego video game franchise. Uh when my brother used to have a little Nintendo DS, there was this one Lego game that was played that him and I would play a lot. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a generic Lego game. I couldn't remember what it was. But I remember playing it like nonstop whenever I would be bored. So there was that. Oh well, this actually came about I think Wednesday or Thursday. Unfortunately, we lost Dame Maggie Smith. Um, she was a part of the Harry Potter franchise, and she was part of Downton Abbey. She unfortunately passed. I think she was in her 70s or 80s when she passed. Um, so that sucks. That does suck. Um, so yeah. I never cared for the Harry Potter movies or the books personally. I was just never. I'm just not into that kind of those kind of movies with like fantasy and all that stuff. Unless it's like a dumb fantasy movie like Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. That's a good movie. I like that. It was me and my good friend. We were uh just randomly watched it, and I'm like, okay, they know it's dumb, but they're having fun with it. So I like the fact that they were doing that. Um, trying to think. Oh, I was going back to the wrestling. I think Naomi might be turning heel, especially after what happened last night. Um, she might be having a heel turn coming soon, which at least it's something for her to do. Um, they may be having Tiffany Stratton cash in at Bad Blood. Hopefully, get the title on someone that's actually fucking deserving of it instead of Nia Jax. I can't stand Nia. I can't stand her. I really can't. The only reason she got her job back is because of The Rock. That's literally it. Um, but if you like her, more power to you. I can't stand her personally. Meanwhile, in the land of disappointment, aka AEW, I mean, look, I said this before and I'll say it again. Every time the company does something interesting or that's get me invested, they put piles and piles of bullshit on it. Like, okay, Nigel and Bryan had a good match. They did. It was not. They weren't going to top their classics that they had in '06 in ROH. It was a good match. I will admit it. But this whole thing they're doing with Moxley and Bryan, I'm sorry, I just don't care for it. MVP, he's with the company now. Okay, good for him. Granted, they're trying to rip off the Hurt Business, but at least he's giving MVP something to do. Um, but watch them do nothing with it because that's what AEW does. They'll present a new idea and do fuck all with it, and we have to resort to the fucking elite doing dumb shit. Um, Movie studios was not a great time with 100th anniversary. What do you exactly mean by that per se? You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. You can't muscle one, messing with another. No, you can't win a war. Fighting with your brother, you wanna have peace. Gotta grow one another. Like Walt Disney Warner Brothers make things. Wait, let me try to phrase that again. Like Walt Disney Warner Brothers things like that, whatever movies like Wish. Oh, they just kind of think of like random movies like Wish. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Um, where was I going back? Oh yeah, go back to AEW, which I don't feel like doing that. Um, so Fletcher and Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay took on the Young Cucks, the fuck boys. If I'm gonna be completely honest, the numb nuts and douche canoe. Um, they took on them for the tag titles. Fletcher was gonna turn heel. I saw that coming a mile away. I swear to God, the Bucks have gotten worse and worse and fucking worse in the ring. I swear to God, they can't fucking do a move right. They can't. They just resort to flippy dipty bullshit. It's stupid. It's embarrassing. I literally said, dude, this is embarrassing. And this one AEW diehard, I know for a fact he's an AEW diehard. He was like, well, it's doing better than whatever that sports entertainment Netflix show is. I'm like, here's the difference. At least that sports entertainment Netflix show is drawing money. What the fuck is this company doing? This company ain't fucking drawing a dime. I mean, granted, yeah, they're getting crowds, but they're barely hearable. You can hear a fucking pin drop with some of the segments and the talking promos that they do. Like, Jesus Christ. And yes, I know WWE has that sometimes too, but at least they're filling up about 80 to 90% of the crowd up. Just, my God. And this guy just kept trying to defend it. It's like, dude, you lost this battle. Like my brother and Allah, you have lost this battle. Quit defending this shitty company. It's a shitty company right now. It is. And this whole thing they're doing with Moxley. Okay, so Darby wins a shot to face the world champion whenever. Well, Moxley wants the title shot. They have the match at Grand Slam, and Moxley wins. What was the point of Darby having the title shot if he was just going to lose it to Moxley? It makes no fucking sense. It really doesn't. And they're trying to make Moxley this like stone cold badass. Here's the difference. At least Austin drew money. At least he sold out arenas. This company's fucking desperate. They will literally pay fans just to sit in the crowds. And not to mention, we've asked WWE for doing this shit. I believe they've done this shit before, but like with like tampering contracts. So the Lucha Bros are deciding to leave. They didn't want to sign their deal. They were going to go to WWE. Tony Khan and all of his fucking pettiness decides to add injury time to Rey Fenix's contract because Rey's been damaged before. I mean, he had that brutal arm injury that he suffered about like 2 years ago. He added injury time to the end of Fenix's contract, so I think Fenix is still under contract for at least maybe 2 to 3 more months, I believe. It's like, dude, just let them go. They don't want to be there anymore. And they're getting called up to the main roster. Good. Perfect. Fantastic. Why are you still trying to hang on to them? It makes no goddamn sense. Just let them go, Tony. You can't keep all the toys in the toy box. You have to share. You got to get rid of some. Just Jesus Christ. It's getting fucking boring at this point. Just let your talents leave. And sleeping right now. It's almost midnight, and I'll see you. All right, man. Take care. It's a little after 10 here, and I might stay on for maybe a couple more minutes and then call tonight. But fuck, dude, it's just getting to the point where it's like, no wonder no one wants to watch this shitty company. Oh, and also the FTW title got retired for like the 15th time. So thank God that title's no longer a thing because it was way past its due date. It was like expired milk that was left out in the sun at a McDonald's parking lot. All right. Well, since someone's really showing up, I might as well got the stream here. Want to come on here and talk a little bit with you guys since I haven't had to in the past couple of weeks. So, yeah, thank you to Jason Boardman for stepping in and stopping by and shooting the shit with me for a little bit. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, tap that big subscribe button, tap the bell to be notified when I upload. And most importantly, join a herd. Talk guys next one. Peace out.